Had a great first season at Case Western, had one regional placer in Mitchell Arch, and so he is going to lead our team this year. We're still deciding exactly what weight he's going to go, so we're excited to see regardless his performance and the jumps and improvements he's made. But last year, the biggest thing for us, we had a pretty small team, so about 12 guys on the roster, and the majority of them were seniors, so we graduated 6, and so it's been exciting to see the culmination for those individuals move on and some of the great things that they're doing professionally and in post-graduation. But then also it's been equally exciting to bring in a new batch of freshmen, and we have a lot of them, so we're going to be a young team, probably one of the younger teams in the country this year. We only have 5 guys on our roster that have ever wrestled a college match, so I'm excited to see what they can do and their development. This past weekend we had our inner squad, and it was exciting to see them compete with an official and actually in some ways get an unofficial first college match. So we did a tournament sim the week before in our room, and of course that's just coaches officiating, so it just has a different feel and tempo and pace, so just trying to put together the full match piece. And but heading into Adrian, I'm excited. We have the opportunity to wrestle in 2 divisions. So there's going to be, a varsity division and then a freshman sophomore division. And so we're going to break the team up into 2 different tracks. And so I'm excited to see the growth and development from everybody. But the majority of our guys haven't wrestled collegiately, so I'm sure there'll be some, hiccups and bumps in the road, but full day of wrestling and good competition top to bottom at this event.
My name's Stephen. I'm a 4th year. I study mathematics, physics, and quantitative economics, and I'm on the wrestling team. I'd say my main interest is probably in math, and one of the things I like about it is that I've taken a lot of classes studying it kind of pure math, so just studying math for its own sake, but I've also thought it's been really interesting to see how math can be used in a lot of different disciplines. So, particularly physics is very math heavy, but also my economics coursework, I've tried to, take more math leaning stuff, and even taken a couple computer science classes too. So it's, as someone that hopes to go into a career teaching math, it's interesting not only studying it for its own sake, but also seeing how it's a tool that's helpful in a lot of other disciplines. Ever since really middle school, when we started to, go beyond just kind of arithmetic, I thought, math's really interesting. I love the aspect of how it's simultaneously like solving puzzles and also just finding a way to articulate the world around you in kind of a language other than words. I think that teaching, so I'm currently in the integrated master's program at Case, so working on my bachelor's and master's in math at the same time. And if that so far has been going pretty well, and I think that should that continue to go well, I think that would set me up really well to applied PhD programs. And, from there, the kind of natural next step usually is looking into maybe teaching at the college level and trying to do some research too. So one of the resources I really like at Case is that we have a peer tutoring program. So for technically any class where you have a tutor sign up, but particularly a lot of the earlier ones, such as the calculus sequence, the intro physics, chemistry, stuff like that, computer science, you tend to have like a lot of particularly freshmen and sophomores, although it's not exclusive to them, that maybe they're just kind of thrown in the deep end with college level learning. And especially for those classes that are can be upwards of a few hundred people, it can feel very overwhelming when the professor doesn't know your face or name. So one of the things that I really liked about peer tutoring from a perspective of giving to the university is that it's kind of giving people the ability to have one-on-one conversations and work through problems. I've tutored a lot of my wrestling teammates in calculus and stuff, and one of the things that's been really helpful, for example, in that is like tangibly seeing that when they have that one-on-one interaction, and getting to, ask questions and, maybe come up with problems that are a bit more tailored to maybe their weak points, that they improve a lot more. But also from my perspective, given that I want to go into teaching, it's just really great practice and trying to explain concepts. And, one of the things that I forget if this was a line from the tutoring training or something I heard elsewhere, but, the mark that you actually understand a concept is that you know how to explain it to someone that has no idea about it. And, I, particularly in taking some of my advanced math classes, that's usually the threshold that I try to hold myself to. It's like, you don't understand this until you can explain it to someone that's never heard it before. So I've just thought it's been a really rewarding experience, and I've been doing it since I was first eligible my freshman spring, and intend to keep doing it for the rest of my time at Case.